Well, I finished the mount for the diodes, and I've also finished the controller board for the motor over here. And there's the underside of it, and hopefully I didn't mess up in the connections. And well, as you can see, I put some pins to connect the center one. The two center ones are for the motor, and the one at the far end is the negative, and the other one is the positive side for the battery. And of course these 4 pins will be for the diodes over here. And there's more to come, more later. Well, I was thinking about this circuit. These transistors can only take so much, and since the input will be from the solar panel, sometimes it spikes up to 20-25 volts, which these transistors may not be able to handle. I've decided to put a voltage regulator here to regulate the voltage to 12 volts. You can see it's a 7812 over here with the necessary capacitors. And I've tested it out again just to make sure that the circuit is working. Reason why is that eventually, as soon as I clean the back side of this, I will be putting what they call rubber cement, just to make sure that no metal or dirt will go in between the soldering and rendering the whole circuit inoperable. So aside from the actual circuit itself, it's an H bridge. I put in a voltage regulator here, which will limit the current to 12 volts. I don't really need to have the motor turn that fast, and since it only moves a few degrees every time the sun moves, it doesn't need to be spinning more than 10 revolutions per minute or later. Alright, after making sure that all the connections are proper and testing it that it actually works, I then cover the connections here with what they call a liquid tape, just to make sure that there will be no shorts if it comes in contact with metal. I use this one, Performix liquid tape for electrical, and it's got a brush in it anyway. And I applied this about lunchtime, and it's actually already dry, and so I won't be having any issues with any shorts coming in contact, or any metal coming in contact with these connections. Right, more later. Just an update. Still working on the tracker, and here's my motor to show you the size. There you go. It's about 3 inches or 4 inches including the shaft, and found this on my stuff, and it's a knob with a screw on it so I can fasten it to the flat side of the motor shaft. There you go. And on top of this, of course, we'll put a bracket to hold on to the small solar panels, and of course the sensors, and hopefully everything goes well. Alright, probably more later. Okay, so I finally mounted the motor. I found the plastic parts that would work on this. I put a marker here so that that would be where I place some of the components. As you can see, it works, and this is just a PVC coupling, and it's going well. Hopefully I'll finish it by tonight, otherwise tomorrow probably. Back for more. Hi guys, almost done with the solar tracker here. As you can see, it's the base itself is where the motor is, and of course this one is charging a battery pack, which is in a Tupperware right now with a charge controller, a simple one. And there's the two eyes. Let me zoom in on those two eyes. Those are the LED diodes that tracks the sun. This array of 6 solar cells actually produces 28 volts, but in the low milliamperes. And I'm still testing if that battery pack will charge at the same time, run the motor off of this solar charger. Right now, as you can see, I'll turn on the light and you will see it adjust itself, or I'll turn up the shade. As you can see, it does track the sun. If I cover one side of it, so apparently it works. All I need to do is make some minor adjustments and making sure that the battery pack is also being charged by that. Otherwise, I'll have to put a separate battery pack for the motor itself. It will run around 9 volts to 12 volts. And I'm kind of happy with it. There you go. Again. So as you can see, it's facing the sun anyway. Although it's not as I said, it's still some hysteresis probably. You notice the shaking, and I need to change that. The case is too large. Maybe I can make a smaller one where the battery pack and the charge controller will work. By the way, this one is It's a 5-inch PVC coupling. And I found some 5-inch covers for both the top and the bottom. The bottom, by the way, I placed some neodyne magnets, 2 of them, so I can stick it on the roof of the car, and it will stay there, stay put, and just follow the sun in its tracking. Alright, there you go. My solar tracker. Have a nice day. Bye.